is an entry-level how to brush your teeth practical session. So the background information is we've done our initial assessments. We know the understanding of and the concept of these Martians is quite low, but they are adults, and we've set up a small practical group based on their own individual needs and the needs of a small group. The facilities is we are in a practical environment, so we are in a room with wash basins, so we can actually do a small demonstration and then a small activity for the learners. The aim of this lesson with the objectives is for the individual Martian at the end of the session to be able to brush their own teeth correctly and have an understanding of why they are doing it and the implications of not doing it. Some of the learners will be able to use a majority of different rinse aids, flosses and toothbrushes. Most of the learners will be able to brush their teeth independently and correctly and understand why. All of the learners will be able to brush their teeth and know what to do if they are actually at the point where they have toothache, so they'll be able to be contacting a local dentist as well. That is the outlay, so I'm going to pass you to Sue now, who's going to tell you just a brief breakdown of our session.
So with the timings, we are unsure how long this will take at the moment because this had never been tried before as an entry level. So we will try to assess that during the session, and then we can improve next time. Topic and activity will be broken down into simple steps, so the Martians don't get too confused or overwhelmed or anxious. The teacher will be delivering this in quite an autocratic way, purely because it is an entry level and they need to have the information, but also they need to be shown correctly how to do it first time, so then they don't pick up bad habits for future. So we have broken it down into 8 steps. First one, we will prepare the equipment, the room and the resources we'll be using. So it will be the teacher that will be showing the individual resource such as toothbrush, toothpaste, telling the Martians of what it is, what is it used for, and then eventually when we're going to go into the step 2, we'll be talking about the objectives and aims of safety toothbrushing. We'll be talking about why it is important, what happens when you don't brush your teeth correctly. Again, teacher will be delivering that in quite informative way, and there will be the observation going on in the classroom, so there will be questions and answers asked to the group, and also the group can ask the teacher. We'll try to keep it simple, so the answers might be quite simple, and we will try to ask questions whether they're sort of yes and no questions rather than going on in a tangent and having discussions at this point. We could use a projector, so just to sort of outline the products, the equipment and the information next to it, so maybe it will be easier for them to remember and to also see it there and see it elsewhere. Number 3 will be introducing the equipment and the demo by the teacher. So the teacher will show them the procedure and break it down, so how to get toothpaste out, how to hold a toothbrush, what sort of motions you need to do to brush your teeth correctly. And then the other teacher, also the teacher showing it, will be also checking with them that they actually understand step by step what's being shown.
Will they be watching you, or will they be doing it as well? No, so just watching.
The group is going to be watching the teacher showing this first of all. Number 4, teeth brushing self, so then they will start brushing their teeth themselves, given the equipment. Also, again, we'll be watching them and assessing, what they're doing. Maybe telling them, don't squeeze it that way. So trying to adjust the procedure for them individually. They'll be shown the mirror so they can see themselves as well, what they're doing, and assessing themselves as well as the teacher. And number 5, so I just said that, so put the toothbrush on a brush, using the mirror, motion with the toothpaste, using sink and the water. Number 6, the teacher and the group will go together in a group discussion over the steps. So there'll be question asked, what happened first, what did we do after, why. That's that kind of reinforcing of the whole procedure. Number 7, once we are happy after the discussion that the main understanding of how to brush their teeth safely and what to do if they have pain, how do they know they have a toothache, we will give them a leaflet of the breaking down steps, visual steps to take with them, so they can then every day, if they do forget or if they don't know the step 4, they can have a look, and also they can contact us if there are any problems. Number 8, there are emergency issues. So where to find a dentist, what do they do, what do they look like, what might happen when you go there, how do you contact them, where in the area they can be. And again, given that, for them to take with them, or to take a picture, or any other ways of their communication. And then we can ask them to, at the end of the session, we can ask them, individually, what do they think of the session. We can also then gain feedback for ourselves. How did it go for the first time? What actually needs to change?
Good. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, that is it.
And then we would go into our own reflection of how the lesson went and what the lesson was good, bad, which we could change, maybe have to adapt. We would also follow up with the learners at a later stage,
Okay.
just to make sure it was underpinned and was all there.
Was it too basic? That's the level we need to go up.
Okay.